So I walked to the grocery store with Max and back. In the grocery store, they were doing the heat lamp attack on me. So like even after I was finished grocery shopping and in the bagging area, they're still making me sweat. It wasn't hot enough in there to sweat. The grocery store is less than a mile away from here. I think it's half a mile. On the way back, they were like, "Oh, you know what that time? Oh, when I left the store, and I'm carrying 2 liters in my backpack, and hanging from the backpack are 2 grocery bags, one with bread and those very light Lunchables. This time not the knockoff brand. And in the other bag, some frozen fruit, some bags of frozen fruit, and some tiny ice creams, and sour cream. So these little small bags, and these little small ice creams, and sherbet, so fruit, whatever, frozen lime cherry, and I thought one of those was lemonade. That was strawberry lemonade, I guess not. So these itty bitty things of ice cream. So there's 4 of them. And this thing of sour cream. And this loaf of bread. And then 1 2-liter of ginger ale, and one that was almost a 3-liter of a Sprite knockoff. So they're pounding on my back, even not pounding on my back, but they're pressing down on it. And they kept saying, "We're going to increase the weight now. We're going to increase the weight now." And then they increased the weight on it. It felt like there was like a small kid hanging from my backpack. It literally felt like someone was tugging on my backpack, and it also felt like someone was pushing down on my traps and electrically shocking them. Not to the point that it was burning, not to that level, but they've done that before. They haven't done that probably since 3 times ago, 3 grocery trips ago. So again, the odds of that being schizophrenic voices foretelling the future, what's about to happen, and the sensation of something pulling down on my backpack cannot be caused by anything internal or natural. Those are those are at least 3 different things happening in repetition. So it's more like, you know, a dozen things happening in succession that disproved the fact that it was disproved that it was anything natural. And we're eliminating supernatural. We're eliminating, or we're not allowing that. We're not allowing extraterrestrial things. It can only be caused by the human beings that were taunting me with that. Also around the same time on the trip back, they're like, "Oh, you know what time that is? You're about to pass one of the render center trucks." I wasn't even paying attention, but it was around the area that it would be. Again, I was walking Max with me, and they were pushing down on both of us. He was walking pretty slowly, a lot more slowly than normal. And keep in mind, he's been cooped up all day, and I only took him out to play fetch once, right when I got home at like 4:30 p.m. And I just got back at 8 p.m. tonight from the grocery store. So he's had a few hours to recuperate in the very well air-conditioned hotel room, and he recuperates pretty quickly anyway. So, and they're going on his ear, and they're saying to me right now, and I didn't even notice it, but they're saying we're doing his left ear now. And I guess they are doing his left ear, and they're like, "Oh, your dad's gonna think that you remembered that it was left ear just when you glanced at it." I wasn't even paying attention. Normally they do his right ear, and his right ear is still swollen up. And yesterday they were doing my right ear there. At the same time, they were attacking his right ear, and they were mocking me the whole time, and taunting me the whole time, and gloating the whole time. The odds of that being schizophrenic voices, and the odds of us having that happen at the same time, are impossible to be a natural coincidence or natural occurring, something natural occurring from within our bodies. But when they said it's about that time for the renter center truck, and I heard one of the voices say, "This time we're gonna give you like a feeling like we're juggling your balls, like someone's fondling your balls." And immediately as they said that, they were shocking and pressing against my balls in a way that was like alternating. So it literally felt very similar to someone literally like fondling your balls. It's a very similar sensation. And then at one point, and they're describing this to me as I'm saying this to you. So as I'm retelling this, I'm hearing them say it at the same damn time in a slightly different way, because they like to do asinine, jackass things like that. So when they were down here on my nuts, they said we're gonna travel up a little bit, and they literally went, and I felt a sensation go up to around my belly button, and then back down again, and up. The odds of that being schizophrenic voices foretelling the future and then talking about it while it was happening, and they're repeating it right now as I'm saying this. They're doing that, and I'm cupping now with my hands, and I'm not naked. I'm wearing boxer briefs under this, so it's a very long t-shirt, because they just made a comment like, "Hey, you're naked," and it's like, no, I'm not. And I'm cupping my hands, and I'm feeling like an alternate, like a sensation like that on my hand. And now I'm not cupping my balls anymore. Here's my hand, and now I feel it back on my balls. And they're saying it's slightly nauseating. And we said that to you at the same time, or right after we said that, that we were fondling your balls or juggling your balls. And when they went up my belly, whatever, and there's some sort of a slightly nauseating sensation to it. And they just said we're increasing the buzzing to your feet to a very painful level, and they are. And they're reminding me, they're saying, Kip, remind them that like we were pushing down like a motherfucker and shocking and burning the shit out of your feet, and show them how your feet are getting worse. So there is my foot. This wasn't there a week ago. When I started buzzing my left foot a few days ago, now I already have this. I've been wearing brand new socks and slip-on shoes. These aren't real laces that you tighten, they're just stretchy things. They don't feel tight at all. They feel very comfortable. They have gel inserts. They're intentionally made to be like very comfortable shoes that you can just slip on and slip off very easily. I was wearing flip-flops when I went to the grocery store, and at one point also my right foot felt like it was stuck to the ground for just a moment, and that it felt like I was having to peel it off. There wasn't any gum there or sticky residue there, and every step thereafter was completely normal, with the exception of them pushing down and against me on that. And then they even said, like, right as they did it, they were like, did that step feel like it was sticky to you? We can make things like, push down things and make them feel sticky or whatever. Maybe that was our electrolaser, like, and I was like, I don't give a shit. So none of those things could be things that could occur naturally, coincidentally, or caused by anything internal to the human body or within the mind due to a mental illness or neurological ailment or any other physical ailment of the human body. And they're reminding me again, they said, Kip, we lowered it, the shocks to your feet a little bit, and now we're raising it. And as I say that, the shocks to my feet are increasing. My feet are in a great deal of pain right now. They feel like, they feel buzzing. They feel a shocking sensation, and as I'm saying that, they're increasing the shocks to my feet, and it hurts like a motherfucker. And I can put my hand here, and I can feel an electrical field. And I don't feel it so much in my feet anymore. I do the same thing here. I feel a shocking right there, and the shocks are decreasing to my foot. Now they're increasing to my foot and no longer in my hand. They no longer are felt in my hand like they were. And now both my feet feel like they're being shocked like a motherfucker. Not as bad as they have in the past, but pretty bad. It also feels like they're being squeezed, like they're being electrocuted and buzzed and squeezed. And now they're increasing it, and it hurts like a motherfucker. So thank you, Dad, for giving them countless more moments of my life while you do nothing. It's what you're best at. And now they're saying, ha ha ha. Now, like, he's not even gonna watch this video anyway, but if he does watch it now, he's gonna have that wall that goes up because we make it so that he feels very insulted and hurt when you say anything that could be taken the wrong way, even though you have more than a right to feel that way and to express those feelings.